Yeah.
Good day, viewers. Welcome to another edition of the Newspaper Review. My name is Adeyanju Adenike. With me today, I have Mr. Mayowa Fakonde. Mr. Fakonde, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Good day, viewers.
On today's edition, we'll be reviewing three newspapers from The Punch, New Telegram, and Sweet Crude Reports. Our first review today is controversy surrounds Atiku convoy attacks in Borno. Yesterday there was an attack in Borno when during Atiku rally. So we heard that there are a lot of hooligans that came to disrupt the rally, and people were saying it was the APC that came to disrupt the rally. What's your take on that? Do you think it's the APC or Atiku is not accepted in Borno?
Thank you. What I can say about this is, we've been trying to talk about insecurity. I think maybe a few months ago, the presidential convoy was attacked on his way to Daura. So all these things have been going on. We can't say is the cause of APC. We can't say APC is the cause of the attack. So we just have to look into the security aspect. What are the police doing? Where are the security for the convoy? So all these things must be in check before we can know if anybody is involved in it or not. But thankfully the presidential candidate was safe, and I guess everything is calm now.
The APC spokesman, Senator Dino Malaye, was saying that 7 persons were hospitalized and dozens of vehicles were vandalized. Some people are saying Dino was lying, while the police people were saying it's a lie. But people were actually thinking maybe Dino was just trying to use that to cover up so that people will definitely vote for APC.
It's true though, but Dino has been in the face of the media for quite a while now, and I feel like he's just fighting for his party. But what I can say is people being in hospital and all that is as a result of an attack, and assuming there wasn't an attack, people won't be in hospital. So I feel like he's just trying to come out and let people know that it's still relevant and all. So I don't think that has anything to do with the attack or anything. He's just trying to gain validity.
About that, there's another thing that said Atiku campaign trade was also attacked during a rally too in Kaduna on October 17th last month.
Well,
Yes?
I feel this attack, we cannot say maybe people don't like Atiku. He was once the vice president of this nation, and he has an impact on the history of Nigeria. So we can't say maybe people hate him or not. Till the election time is here and people cast their vote and the best man is on the seat. So let's just hope for the best, and let's be positive. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, moving forward, from the New Telegraph, PDP appeals to Jonathan to wade in as G5 governors Sean Maduguri rally. The PDP, Atiku went for a rally, and the 5 governors of the PDP were absent. None of them were present, and they never made any move or to even support their candidate, which is bad. So they went ahead to meet the former president of Nigeria to plead with him to beg the governors. What's your take on that?
Governor, I guess the governors that were not at the rally were like Wike, Seyi Makinde of Oyo, Samuel Otom of Benue Ifeanyi,
Yes.
and Ikpeazu of Abia State. So I believe maybe they have their reason for not coming, or maybe they have their own candidate in mind. Because I believe maybe they are favoring Governor Wike, so maybe that is their reason for not coming. But I don't think Governor President Jonathan can have an effect on them, and I don't see a reason why we should be calling on a past president to come and mediate between an issue between a presidential candidate and the governors of the party. So I believe those people have their reason for not coming, and nobody should be called upon to now ask them why or the reason for them not being at the rally. So I believe they have 100% right to their reason for not being at the rally.
You said maybe they had another candidate in their mind.
Yeah.
But even if they had another candidate in their mind, they have to support someone in the party. Even if they are not in love with that person or they like the person, they are supposed to work hand in hand with that person.
Yeah, that's very true.
Because
but the what I can say is there's no unity in the party. They don't have an agreement. This one is trying to follow this one is following this one. So I believe if they can all come together and kind of have a meeting, then all this can be resolved. They can come to a conclusion and okay, this is the person we want, and well, they cannot change it again. They just have to rally around the person that the party has already brought out to be the flag bearer of the party. So I believe that's just the solution to it. They can't remove him now because he's already 2023 is just knocking at the door.
thank you very much, sir. Moving forward to sports. Go Ndidi, go. Fans urges midfielder to quit Leicester City next January after an underwhelming start to the season.
Oh, Ndidi has been with the club for a while now, and looking at Leicester City, their form this season has been really up and down. They haven't been consistent in their games, and Ndidi is a kind of player that in the midfield is kind of a defensive midfielder and is really doing well in his place. So I believe fans are just trying to push him forward to go to a better club where he can maximize his potentials and maybe improve his game.
And are they paying him well there?
Well, I can't say for sure. I can't say, but I don't think the pay is the reason why they are urging him to leave. I think it's just because of his play time and what the club has to offer.
Thank you very much. Nigeria loses billions of dollars in undeclared crude oil. For the past few days, dollars has been increasing and naira is depreciating in value in every aspect. In every aspect, we are losing our integrity. So what do you think is the solution?
Well, few weeks back, I think I heard about the news like, some people were taking fuel from one pipeline and it wasn't like undisclosed, and the government is not getting it. So I don't think this should be happening in the kind of country that we are in. How will people be embezzling, like getting fuel from another pipeline, a pipeline? What are the security agencies doing? What is going on with the NNPC? Okay, looking at what is going on now, we have fuel scarcity in FCT. How can we be having a fuel scarcity in the Federal Capital Territory? It is very, very barbaric and very disturbing for a country of our own, like going through such problem with fuel and all. So I believe we just have to pray and hope that they can get more security agencies to monitor the pipelines and regulate our our prices. I believe that can help our economy in another way.
Some people are saying they are keeping the crude oil so that when it is time, they'll during the election there will be enough crude oil
Well, I don't
so
think.
that people will be able to vote for APC. Some people are saying it politically, and some people are saying it in another aspect.
Well, I don't believe this has anything to do with the oncoming election. I just believe, like, we've been having series of fuel scarcity. It has nothing to do with election and all. We just need our leaders to know what they are doing. We need people to look into the NMPC to make sure, like, find out the number of barrels they produce per day and all that, and let there be a regulation to it, and the price too, because I think the fuel price now is so high. So if we can get help with that, and I believe everything can get better.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fakonde.
Thank you.
Another one, World Cup hope rises for Sadio Mane as Bayern Munich clear hair in Senegal injury.
Yeah, I think 2 days ago with their game, I think they won 6-1, and he picked an injury. And people have been fearing maybe he will be fit for the World Cup, but this is a good news for him. He will be able to at least feature in their game, in their opening game, I hope. So, you know, hopefully he will be available for that game. So I just hope for the best for him.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
So Real Madrid Spurs place Osimhen on watch list as Man U retain interest in Nigeria star.
Yeah, Osimhen has been on the radar for a while now. He's been scoring goals for Napoli, and I think he's their highest goal scorer right now. So, coming to the Premier League, I think it will be a big step for him. He will be able to expand his numbers, and be able to play in front. I believe if he comes to the Premier League, he will be able to score more goals than he's scoring right now in the Serie A. So it will be a big move for him, and a positive one.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All thieves threatening my life, says NNPLC general manager. The thing is, they said what I said the other time, like people have been thieving oil, and when they were thieving the oil and they were still threatening his life, which is not supposed to be so.
So
And he has to cry out.
I don't think the news is worthy, because for a leader of a wherever to now come out that people are threatening him because some people are stealing fuel and all this, I don't think is worthy, because if you know what you're doing, you have to be able to stand on your feet and be able to defend what you're doing, no matter the confrontation from people. You must be able to stand on your right and know what you're doing. So I believe if him as the boss in that place, he should know what he's doing and be able to manage it.
But Nigerians are saying he might be one of those people stealing the crude oil, and he might actually be selling black markets with it.
Well, anything is possible, but in the Nigeria that we are now, we don't know what is true and what is not true. But I believe if it is true, then he is not fit for the post. That's just it.
No. FRSC denies using POS for payment of fines. Now, if you want to pay fines, you have to pay. You cannot use POS with them. It's either cash or transfer, which is very bad. Not everybody works with cash. And POS is the easiest thing to work with now.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
your take on that?
Like before, if you're being stopped on the road and you're being fined for a particular violation, before with from what I know, you have to go to the bank and pay that money. So I don't see a reason why, in right now we're in a cashless, economy. People go around with, without cash on them. So it's easy for them to use a POS and pay what they want to pay or wherever. So you asking for transfer or this thing, I don't. It's just making it more hard for people to comply with all these things, because it would have been easier for you know drivers and wherever to be able to go to the bank and pay their fine and get a teller for it. So I don't see why they should be against that.
Thank you very much. Again, kidnapper strike on Lagos Ibadan Expressway. There has been a lot of complaints about this Lagos Ibadan Expressway because there are a lot of attack, kidnaps. Even just of recent, one of my friends who was serving in Ibadan was kidnapped, and they demanded for 20 million naira. She spent more than 7 days in captivity before they later agreed to 10 million naira. What do you think the government should do about that? Because this thing is getting more serious, and they are not taking it serious. The life of the citizen is not important to them.
You see, I was saying something this morning that our leaders, I want to believe that they don't watch the news. They don't really know what is going on in Nigeria, because if you say you are a leader of a country, you should be mindful, and you should know what is going on in your country. This issue of kidnapping has been going on. It's been rampant. People, they've been kidnapping people. Train through the road and all this. So what I believe is, well, we have police and we have army and all this, but I believe these people are not enough. We have a lot of people. We have a lot of military and wherever on the road, but still we still have all this. We will still hear about kidnapping and all these bandit issues and all this. So we believe that if our government can make more efforts in the security wherever agencies, and try to equip them more, I believe all this issue of kidnapping can go down, and we can have a safe country.
Yeah. Thank you. There was one time I heard they kidnapped Obi in this was it Jonathan's or someone important in this country. His father was kidnapped, and they printed money in the CBN to give the kidnappers. That was how they trailed them. They trailed those kidnappers, the same number, and the kidnappers were unaware about it. Now, kidnapping people, I feel like the CBN can actually do same thing like that.
Well, the thing is, the federal government can't be liable for everybody that they kidnapped, and everybody is not like, they are not rich enough to have access to the CBN to print a new money so that they can be able to trace it and all. So I believe the only solution we can have to kidnapping and all this bandit issue is more people in the force, and let them be positioned in some strategic areas so that we can have safe passage of cars and everything on the road. And it's not like the police now will be on the road and they will now be extorting money from people. So I just believe that if the government can do their work very well, we will have a safe country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fakonde. Now we've come to the end of today's edition. My name is Adeyanju Adenike and Mr. Mayowa Fakonde. You can follow us on our website www.abujacityjournal.com, on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, abujacityjournal.com. Thank you very much. Same time, same station.
Kimo, you did it.
Thank you.
There's nothing to say.
There's nothing to say. I was not looking for a headline up and down.
Maybe